We've got this question here where we're given three functions and we've given three graphs and we've got to match them. I mean, once you identify two, the third one's going to automatically be the correct one. So we've got to write in which is graph A, B and C. Now this is all of these are cubics because they're all going to multiply out and have a y equals x cubed somewhere in there, because if I went x times x times x, I'm going to get an x cubed. Again, I've got an x times an x times an x, so I'm going to get an x cubed out of that. And I've got an x here, but this is x take 3 squared, so I'm going to have an x squared there, so x times x squared is going to give me an x cubed. So they're all cubics. Our base function for a cubic is that, but it can have that. It can also have, so there's a few different ways in which we can have cubic functions. The other one was to have it just touching two solutions, one solution, or three. 1, 2, 3 solutions. Now, if we think about the last one that I just mentioned, if we've got three graphs, then those numbers there are going to be the distinct three solutions. So the only one that's got three solutions is we've got, that's -2, okay? So it's the opposite of x plus 2 in the bracket, that'll be -2, but they're all got that one. Then we've also got a -3, which gives a +3 here, which they've all got that one. And then this last one here is x take 1, and that means that we're going to have a x-intercept of +1, and that is there. That's x equal to 1. So that is actually that graph there, whoops, which is graph B. So B is our first one. Okay, had three brackets and crossed at three particular spots. Now the next one here has an x outside of an x plus 2 and an x take 3. So we've got an x-intercept at x equals -2. We've got an x-intercept at x equals +3 because they're the opposite. And here we have to have an x-intercept at 0 because that's x plus 0, or just x. So the one which is crossing at 0, because that's the one that's different, is this one here. And that is graph C. So graph C had to be the second one. And then if we automatically know that this has to be graph A, well, let's just check why. Well, when you've got a squared term, and that's at -3, then that squared term is going to give you that touching of the x-axis and then going on, and that was at 3. Okay, so it gives only 1, 2 places where you've got an x-intercept, or it just touches the x-axis here, and you've got the second one there. So so yeah, so it's quite easy if you know the three different forms, and this displays those three different forms of a cubic function.